Hello, we're here today with Rick Frystak from Amoeba Records out of Hollywood, California. And we have some questions for Rick. He's one of the record buyers here for Amoeba. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do exactly for Amoeba?
Well, since before the store opened, I generated the used record collections and CDs and any merchandise that had been previously used. And then since we've opened, I've been a buyer of large collections. I've been a used buyer at the buying counter. We have a buying counter at the front of our store where people bring in used records and CDs and everything else that they want to sell that's music related. And we make them offers in cash or store credit. Store credit's more because we'd like them to spend it here. And then we resell all the merchandise that people bring in. And I've been doing that, as well as I specialize in vinyl, and I also do collectible memorabilia and posters. I interact with all the folks that have questions about selling their stuff to Amoeba. And if anyone has a large collection that's too large to come to the store, I am the person that goes out and does that as well. So we do a lot of buying in the store and outside of the store as well, a lot. I'm also heavily involved in our website, which by the end of this year will be up and running for downloading. And we're digitizing a lot of vinyl that's never been on CD, a lot of 78s, a lot of everything that anybody might be interested in. It's going to be really amazing. And that'll be by the end of the year. So that keeps me pretty busy too.
It sounds like it. Could you give us a little background on yourself and how you came to love vinyl?
Sure. Well, my mother bought me records when I was a little kid. My mother was a pianist and organist. We had a lot of music around the house. She had a full, huge organ in the living room. And so she and my father were both really into music, and they bought a lot of records. And the minute I was old enough to understand all of it, I was getting 7-inch singles given to me and brought around me so that I could feed back kind of what kind of stuff I liked. I liked Eddie Arnold. I liked Booker T and the MGs. I can't even believe all the stuff that I liked when I was a kid. But mostly British Invasion stuff. My dad was playing big band jazz, so I was really into that as a really young person. But mostly rock and roll, and then I got into jazz and avant-garde music and classical music and blues. I learned to play the guitar by listening to blues records and playing them at a half speed, which is a very good way. So when I got out of school, my first job in the mid-'70s was a record store. I worked for a company in LA called Platypus, which had 6 or 7 stores. And then I went to work at Rasputin's in Berkeley, where I met the owners of Amoeba in the late 70s. And so I've been doing this about 35 years now, 36 years. In the middle there, I had a wholesale distribution business where I was selling records, CDs, tapes, video to stores. And I did that the whole entire Southern California area. So I have a big collection of about 8,000 records, and I have a lot of CDs too, but that record collection is really precious to me, and it warms my soul just to look at it. I don't even need to play them, but I do play them all the time, every day, and I just love it, you know, the smell, the feel, the music, and the joy of searching and discovering things that you didn't know existed, or you've never seen a copy, and here you've got one in your hands. It's very exciting. To this moment, I still enjoy, and I dig through records every day here. It's great. It's really good.